And as Mark debuted at 5 o'clock today, our theme for winter storm names this year will be based off of trees. So when we inevitably get to one of those name storms, the first one will be aspen, followed by birch, cedar, dogwood, and elm for at least the first 5. And we'll see if we need any more than that as the season unfolds. And remember, this is a tradition that has been going on at Channel 3 for over 50 years. So we're keeping the tradition alive, and this year's theme is trees. We dealt with some showers both yesterday and today, another dreary weekend to add to the tally. That brings us to about 3 inches of rain for the Hartford area so far this month, which is actually still a deficit compared to where we typically would be by the end of October, but still running almost a 16-inch surplus for the year. Really impressive. First Alert Live radar showing the last batch of rain finally approaching and crossing the 395 corridor. Some very light showers behind that, and then we will dry things out. A live look on our iCam right now in New Haven, 55 degrees in the Elm City. Wind out of the northwest at 7 miles an hour. That northwesterly wind helping to keep the shoreline a bit warmer than inland areas right now. Visibility not great on our iCam here in Stores, and you may run into some pockets of reduced visibility until that cooler, drier air settles in. Temperatures quickly fall into the 30s tonight. Mid and upper 30s inland, upper 30s and low 40s along the shoreline. Certainly a bit of a cooler night. Jackets necessary at the bus stop tomorrow. Recess will be outside, and for the ride home, temperatures right around 50 degrees. And it'll feel nice in the sunshine, but the trick-or-treat forecast is a bit chillier. Sunset tomorrow, 5:46, and we expect temperatures to fall back quickly, 40 to 47 degrees. So you may want to implement a jacket into your costume, or if you're a parent out with some younger children, you may also want to dress in layers. First Alert Futurecast does show the dry weather prevailing overnight tonight. There go the clouds. Here's 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. We are sunny, and we will keep perhaps some high clouds around tomorrow afternoon. But the bigger story comes on Wednesday. There will be 2 factors here. One is a decaying area of low pressure out over the Great Lakes. The second is a developing coastal storm. So here's 7 p.m. Tuesday. There's the coastal storm out to sea for the most part. We don't really see much of an impact from that locally, at least directly. But this second area of low pressure, as it decays and moves across Connecticut, will actually bring back a risk for showers on Wednesday afternoon, and that could be both rain and snow. Temperatures will be too warm for any of that snow to stick, but some of the hills of northwestern, northeastern Connecticut may see their first flakes of the season. Again, we are not expecting any of that to stick, but we're giving you the first alert here that behind that we bring in some much colder air back into the upper 20s on Thursday morning, our first hard freeze of the season. In the tropics, keeping an eye on this area of development that will potentially become a named storm here in the next several days. So 30s tonight, back to around 50 degrees tomorrow, some upper 40s in the mix. And on the First Alert 7-day here, there's the first alert tag for Thursday. Notice we do not have one out for the first flakes on Wednesday. We're really focused on that hard freeze Thursday morning. By Friday, we watch temperatures gradually climb, and this weekend things are looking brighter. Upper 50s and low 60s on Saturday, lower 60s Sunday. Daylight saving time comes to an end, so Stephanie will rewind the clocks, check batteries and smoke detectors. Enjoy an extra hour of sleep as we end off the weekend.